now I'm going to show you both my favorite product and favorite tool, and they're both related to changing the shock absorbers on my E320 coupe. The favorite tool of the week is this wheel mounting pin. Now the one we have is made out of stainless steel. You've probably seen the ones made out of aluminum. A lot of the factory ones were aluminum, but I tell you, this stainless steel one is so tough. It doesn't get all scratched up, and it definitely does not rust. But it's so nice to have these pins, not only when mounting the tire back on, but when you're taking the tire off. I can put the pin in after removing the first lug bolt, remove all the lug bolts, and the wheel's not going to fall over and hit my foot. So I always do that when I'm removing a wheel and tire. And then, of course, getting it lined back up. If any of you have tried to put the wheel on and hold it in place and get it all lined up while trying to get those lug bolts started, especially when the lug bolts are recessed down inside the wheel, you know how frustrating that is. So I think every Mercedes owner should have a wheel mounting alignment pin like this one here. Now my favorite product of the week is reinforced rubber radiator hose like you see me holding here. And I know you're thinking, well, what does that got to do with changing the shocks on Ms. Mercedes here? Well, going way back to when I first started learning how to jack up cars and support them, there was one thing I was always really concerned about, and that was how secure the jack stand was under the car. You know, you put the metal piece on the metal part of the car and it could slip, and that's very dangerous. So I started playing around with different products. I know there's some products on the market you can buy that go on top of jack stands, but I want something that would really hold in place, was easy to work with, and would prevent scratches from under the car. Now I learned this later on in life when I started seeing what damage could occur by people scratching the underside of their belly pans and their subframes on their older cars, especially in areas where the roads are salted. You'll see that rust start to grow and creep, and pretty soon it gets to be a big rust area just because of one small scratch. Well, after playing around with a bunch of things, including just regular radiator hose, I started trying to use that, but as soon as you put the car down on the jack stand, it would cut through the rubber. So enter reinforced heavy-duty radiator hose, cut to lengths and split down the middle here to go on top of my jack stands. When I put these on top of my jack stands, they securely stay in place, and when I slip them under the car and locate the position where I want to lower the car down onto the jack stand, guess what? No scratches, no damage, and no slippage.